These are 5 pepper sprays that you can put on a keychain that I've tested. The first one I'll talk about is the one in the middle. This is a good example of what you can find in a retail location. I bought this one from Walmart. It has this quick release latch, and what you would do is push the button and pull. So the end that comes out should be connected to the keyring on the pepper spray, and then the button would be pressed and a user would pull the pepper spray and then it would detach from a keyring or a backpack or something. I like the size of it. It's a nice big size. I wouldn't say it's big. It's middle of the road as far as size go, but it's big enough. It feels good in my hands, in my one hand. I'm 6 feet tall. I have a 6 foot tall man's hands. What I'll do now is roll in the footage of me testing this. So it has a good range, a good spray pattern. The safety is easy to use. I like it a lot. It's a good use of $11. That's what I paid for it. The next one I'll talk about is this police model by Mace. It's a very good pepper spray. It has tear gas, which is awesome because some people are not allergic to ole resin capsicum. I think I said that right. So there's tear gas in here, and that's an extra agent to stop Mr. or Mrs. Bad Guy. This is how you would attach this to a keyring. It has an awesome belt clip. Because of that tooth there, the belt goes fully inside, and the tooth keeps it secure. It goes in easy and comes out with more difficulty. Let's say you have to pull it much harder to get it out than put it in. But that's cool. I like that a lot. This does work. It works every time. You don't need to use 2 hands to get this off of a belt. It just works. The safety goes up easy. I like it a lot. And what else is good about this? It's a big pepper spray. It's on the big side. I like big pepper sprays. That means more range, a bigger spray pattern. And speaking of those 2 things, I'll roll in the footage of me testing this. This has tear gas in it, so hopefully that doesn't affect this footage. It does. I can feel it in my throat. I've had OC, the capsicum before. I had some capsicum explode in the back of my car because of direct sunlight exposure. I never had tear gas exposure, so this seems to be more atmospheric. More in the atmosphere, more in the air. That was a good performance from a can this size. I like it a lot. And what else is neat about this can? 20 bursts? Maybe. I don't do bursts. I don't do burst counts. I do streams because I think that's what everybody would do in a panicky situation. They let out a stream until they got the result they wanted from Mr. or Mrs. Bad Guy, mainly being blind and in pain. I'll talk about these little guys over here. These 2 are from Mace's Empower brand of products. Some of the money that Mace gets from selling these goes toward domestic violence awareness and prevention, not cancer, domestic violence. So that's cool. I like that. Domestic violence is not good at all. So if you're into stopping those sorts of things, then get one of these pink ones. These little bitty pepper sprays have this orientation tab right here. And the orientation tab is on the opposite side of the release hole. I'm calling it a release hole. I don't know what Mace calls it, but it's a release hole now. I think you can barely see that. It's above the white. So you would feel around, pop the tab, pop the cap, and then push down. But I think even with the nozzle is just so far up top. I'm calling it a nozzle. It's a release hole, Andrew. And it's just so high up there. I think there's a real chance that some of that spray could get on the trigger finger, mainly our thumbs. And so I don't know how I feel about this. What I'll do now is roll in the footage of me testing this. I'm not sure that got it. I'll try the pink one. I have another one of these. I'll try it out. It won't press down. I couldn't get it to press down. Try it again. This is not pressing down. Not entirely sure why. There we go. Okay. That worked. I can feel it in my throat. This is not pressing down. Not entirely sure why. There we go. So yes, the range is very small on these, about 3 feet, and that is not good. That's within grabbing distance of an attacker, and that one right there it gave me some trouble in regard to pushing down the trigger. I don't know what that was about. Maybe I just got a bad model. Maybe that was a fluke. This one worked fine, and I did manage to do it, so I guess if I'm all pumped full of adrenaline, if a user is all excited because they're about to get murderized, that maybe they would power through it and get it to work. But it will go on a keychain, so that's cool. You're here because it's a keychain pepper spray, and it is. And it's very small and easy, and the cheapest one on here. So maybe you're into that. Maybe you have a health consideration, and you want a very small pepper spray. But I'm not a fan. I like this one and this one much more. The one in the top right, also a domestic violence pepper spray, both in regard to stopping it with a spray and with funding its eradication with the Empower brand of Mace products. It's not Mace Cares brand of Mace products, it's actually the Empower brand. If you go to that website, you can learn about Mace's Empower brand of products and how Mace stops or attempts to stop domestic violence. Anyway, enough about domestic violence. I like this pepper spray. It has a wrist strap, which is awesome. I will put it on with 2 hands and the use of my abdomen. So, it's really strong, very good runner's pepper spray. What you could do is, when you're done running, you could take it off and then put it on a carabiner. So that's neat. I like this a lot. The safety is easy to go up and down. This is one of the easiest safeties to push up. It has a good range and a good spray pattern and plenty of juice in it. Now I'll roll in the footage of me testing this. So it's a good can. If you want a pink pepper spray, I highly recommend this and not that. And that's that. The last one to review is this Smart Mini Pepper Spray from Plegium. This pepper spray Bluetooth connects to a smartphone and sends out an automatic text message and phone call to whoever is put as a contact in the Plegium app. It even sends the location of the spray when it's used. So that's neat. This is how it can connect to a keychain. I like this a lot. This is magnetic separation and it's a strong magnet. What I'll do now is roll in the footage of me using this. This is the Smart Mini by Plegium. It has up to a 10-foot range, and that's where I'm at. So now I'll test it out. range confirmed. I like the spray pattern. I like the range. It's a nice size with a keychain attachment. It has a range of about 10 feet, which is good. And the spray pattern is also good. It has this red strobe light here. I don't think that's going to do very much to stop Mr. or Mrs. Bad Guy. But I think the text message feature is nice. And, well, I think it's neat. I don't know how useful that is. I think that's a very niche feature. I think that could be very good for somebody who's on a college campus and has law enforcement nearby. You can test out the light and the text message feature with that switch right there. Just take the head of a pen, push it down, and then it will send out the text message. So you don't have to spray the juice to test out the text message feature. I'll show you the text message feature right now. The first thing is to open the Plegium app. I'll connect my pepper spray. The code under the safety lid goes here. Plegium lets us choose a contact app. I'll add myself as a contact. With these two things done, I can use the test lever on the side of the pepper spray to send a location text message and automated call. This is the text message. The call comes from a Chicago area code. You might want to tell your emergency contacts to answer unexpected calls from a Chicago number. I'll play the voicemail I got from the automated call and then go back to the tabletop.
And has fired their Plegium smart pepper spray. We have sent a text message to you showing where the incident happened. Andrew is in danger and has fired their Plegium smart pepper spray. We have sent a text message to you showing where the incident happened.
So yeah, that's a real neat feature. Which one of these would I use? I really like this one right here because of the tear gas, the belt clip, and of course the ability to attach to a chain. If you want something smaller, this could be good for you. Don't use this unless you have to have something really small. If you're a runner, go for that one. And if you want people to know where you're at when you use a pepper spray, go with this one. I made a video reviewing more than 20 pepper sprays. That video has lots of good pepper spray options that are good uses of money and that I would trust with my life and my safety. It also has bad pepper spray options that I think are bad uses of money and that I don't think you should trust with your life and your safety. So check out that video. It's a good idea.